Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are watching us from Asia, America, Europe, Africa. This is your brother again this evening, Emmanuel Oni, reaching you all the way from Lagos, Center of Excellency in Nigeria. I'm reaching you via the platform of Niger Watch this evening. I'm sure you'll be surprised to see me this evening alone. Normally, it has never happened like that. This is my first time of coming up on my program in the evenings like this, just alone. So I'm going to be discussing with you this evening. This is just an interactive session. I want you to get ready to engage me because there's a topic I want to bring up after my last meeting with the CEO of Niger Watch, Ebis Oni, and I realized that there was something we need to discuss. I want us to discuss it deeper. You get to know it in the next few seconds. I want us to really discuss it because for me, it's very, very important. It's very, very, very important. So as we move on, you know, just get yourself ready, relax yourself with your cup of tea, coffee, wine, whatever you are good at, whatever that makes you relax. Get ready. You will be entertained. You will be educated. You will be informed. A lot of things is happening that I need you to really. I need us to really talk about. So as we move on, encourage your friends, your family, your well-wishers to please subscribe to Niger Watch channel so that everybody we will have more viewer, we have more followership because that is the idea. Press the auto button so that once we come up like this, you are informed that we are around. So we are live. Like our videos, engage us, interact with us, inform us, ask questions when there is need, correct us when there is need for you to correct us, criticize us when there is need so that we will be able to amend our ways, we will be able to serve you better because that is the reason behind this. Without you there, we are nothing. We can't be speaking to ourselves alone. It's you being there that gives us the energy, that gives us the motivation to come up, to try and come up with things to discuss. So don't be shy. Don't shy away with your interaction. Engage us in any way. Follow our. This is the topic for today. Frank talk. Your brother or money. Who do you value most? Who do you value more? Your brother or your money? First of all, before I go further into the topic, let me explain the philosophy, the ideology behind this program. It's a new a program we just started today. This is the Pioneer Edition. Maybe I'll spend the next 5-10 minutes to explain what the idea, what is going to look like. The idea behind this program is going to be like this. I want us to really have a forum that we will really talk to ourselves, where we can really discuss, tell ourselves the gospel truths, the truth in everything we do. It's not going to be only political matters. Anything that exists in mankind, anything that man do, politics, events that happens to you, experience in life, be ready to share it with us. Even when you are celebrating, maybe you are doing your birthday, you are doing your marriage anniversary, be ready to share it with us. So we in-house, we will just celebrate with you, we congratulate you in whatever you are doing. That is the rationale. So we are going to be discussing different things. Anything can be politics. But the truth is that we are going to be speaking to ourselves, telling ourselves the truth. No hold back. When something is red, let us call it red. When it's black, let us call it black. Not when something is blue, we begin to say it, present it like black. When it's yellow, you begin to present it like orange. No. When it's black, it's black. When we are wrong, we are wrong. We own up, we tell ourselves, no, guy, this is where you got it wrong. You should have gone this way. If you are not, you would have taken this then. We will know how to maneuver to address ourselves so that we'll be able to solve some problem within our society, particularly Edo State. Maybe the Benin, to be very precise, because we have a lot to do. A lot of things is going on in our society that for me, anytime I see it, I shed tears. I get worried that how with all this kind of character, all this kind of attitude, all this kind of behavior, how are we going to come out of this dirty life we are? Because we are not really living as a people. We must face the fact. We must tell ourselves the truth. We are not living. We are just pretending to be. We all one way or the other, we all have contributed to this problem. One way or the other, we have accepted things that ordinarily we are not supposed to. We have cooperated with things that we are not supposed to. So if we don't get a forum where we'll be able to talk to ourselves, tell ourselves the truth, we will think that whatever we are doing is right. And there's this saying in Benin that says, "Amatamo oriabo woriabo, awetinye doloyi." Meaning, for the benefit of those who does not understand Benin that are in this group, meaning, if you did not tell somebody that is doing wrong, that this thing you are doing is wrong, he will always think that they are right. So let us have a discussion, let us have a forum that we can really whip ourselves to line. Whether the government, whether individual, whether family, whether friends, whip ourselves to line. So when you have an experience in anything, don't be shy. Don't be intimidated. Bring it up. Then we point it out where you got it wrong. That is the idea. It's not going to be all about me. If you have an idea, bring it up. If I get it wrong too, let me know. I don't know it all. I don't know it all. It's not going to be about me telling you you are wrong. No, it's about us agreeing that, discussing, bring it, because when you know the truth is that as a human being, when you are doing wrong, you know. That is the truth of the matter. But when the society have come to agree that wrong does not matter anymore, it's now part of life, we begin to see it as normal. So people are not bothered when they are doing wrong. They know. How can you not know when you carry a machete and machete a human being like you to death? How can you not know when I entrust my business into your hand? You run it down. You know that what you are doing is wrong. But the truth is that we have come to accept it. It becomes the norms. It becomes the normal thing. So everybody just fly with it. So it's now a case of, if you cannot beat them, you join them. So when you now have a group of people that is 10, 8 of them is doing the wrong thing, and everybody accepts it. Out of theirs, that only you or 1 or 2 want to voice out the truth, it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult to really work this out. So we need, I think we need a forum where we can really discuss these kind of things. It can be the government issue, it can be political issue, it can be our personal issue. Then you can still come up with, it's not all about bad. It's going to be about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So when you have something to celebrate, throw it up in this forum. Just say, I am doing my birthdays today. In one way or the other, we just congratulate you, send you best wishes. We move on. So that is the idea behind this program. For me, I think we need it. We need to find a way to tell ourselves the truth. That is the only way the abnormalities, the corruption in our society can be pushed out of our life. We are so corrupt. We have so accepted wrong things that it's not a normal thing for somebody to just dupe you of your money and he's happy for it. Then he's happy that he has swindled your money. All what you have sweat for, he has collected it. Everything is now him. Then he's feeling good. And nothing happens because we have accepted it. Because we now think that that is the way to go. Everybody now think that that is the way to go. And that is not the way to go. That is not how to build a working society. A working society is built based on conscience, especially on the part of the leader. I know what we are facing today was created by the leaders, especially the political leaders. So it got to a point, I'm going to take you around, we will discuss it. It got to a point where people, when the political leaders started doing those things, started encouraging wrong things, started encouraging corruption, started encouraging wickedness, smartness. It becomes, people were now, it becomes, at the point it now become, if you cannot beat them, you join them. So everybody now seems to be joining them. So if you are the only person that did not join them, you will lose out in the entire system. So please, let us use this as a way of building egalitarian society, of building a people that will learn how to do the right thing, that will learn how to be kind to their next person. When I see my neighbor crying, or when my neighbor is not happy, I shouldn't be happy. Anything I cannot take, I shouldn't give it to you. So if you slap me, it's going to hurt me. I shouldn't slap you. So if I cannot stand you swindling my hard-earned money, swindling my sweat, then I shouldn't swindle your money. That is the way, that is the idea, I just think we should have a forum that we will be able to preach and learn how to, when something is wrong, let everybody say this thing is wrong. So my people, that is the idea behind it. What I have not decided for now is that I don't know if it is going to be on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. But one thing I know sure is that it's not going to be a weekly for now. Maybe 3 times a week for now. Maybe we'll start with that. If there is now need to make it daily, then we can make it daily. Because I know issues in Nigeria, there are a lot of things you can talk about on a daily basis. So it is possible to make it daily basis. But for now, let us start with 3 times a week. In the next couple of weeks, we will be able to know if you can push it on a daily basis based on time, logistics, and every other thing put together. We'll be able to arrive at that. But I can assure you it's going to be full of life. Anything about life. Everything about life. Yes, share your experience. Let us know why our society is not working. Let us discuss why our people are wicked, why we are wicked to ourselves, as if it's a normal thing for us to be wicked to ourselves. That is not what God sees. That is not the purpose of life. How do we value money? Because it seems like in our society, the only thing we place our value on is money. Anything outside that, it doesn't matter to us. Once it's money, all we are looking for is one way or the other to get the lion's share, to get the bigger share. If possible, eliminate the other person. So, my people, that is the idea behind this program. I'm assuring you that you are going to we will do it right. If we start with ourselves, if we start to preach it with time, we'll be able to get out there and impart the world with what we are going to be learning from each other. We'll still find a way to deal with them. I know most of them are not here. They are not going to be following us, but we'll still come out a way, share our experience so that we'll find a way to deal with the issues in our society. So that is the idea. I want to thank you once again for coming up this evening. Again, your time is very, 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 very precious to us. I am very happy. People are already commenting. Even before I came up, about 3 people were already on, waiting for me. It shows that I have people who love me already. I am very, very grateful to you guys. I'm very, very grateful to everybody who has found time to be with me this evening. I promise you will be good for it. You will not regret it. You will enjoy it as long as the show lasts, and you will benefit from everything we are going to discuss. It's going to be life enhancing. Yes, it's going to be a life enhancing. So for the person, somebody just asked topic. The topic, let me bring it up. The topic is Frank Talk. That is the name of this program. Frank Talk. So we are going to be talking frankly. No hold back. Then the topic for today now is your brother or money. Who do you value more? Or who do you value most? So a situation where there is money on the ground and your brother now means your brother and your sister, man or woman. So a situation where there's 1 million on the ground, your brother is on the ground that is going to suffer from that 1 million. How are you going to handle it? Are you going to say, because this is 1 million, if I have it now, I can buy clothes with this, I can buy gold with it, I can buy an iPhone with it? Then you leave your brother or your sister to suffer untold punishment. You leave your brother, you subject your brother or your sister to pains because of 1 million. Is that the way to go? 1 million that you will eat in the next 2 months, 3 months. 1 million is gone. So that is the topic for today. The show is going to be coming up every time as Frank Talk. But different topic will roll depending on what is happening, depending on the time, depending on issues that are coming up on a daily basis. Depending on what has happened before, we can go back in retrospect and pick up topics. We can pick topic that's something serious just happened today and discuss on it. So that is the idea for today. Your brother or money, who do you value most or more? So that's where to start from. I want you people to start commenting. Like we discussed, there was this discussion on Friday that really prompted me this idea of this topic. I've always had this program on mind that Frank Talk is going to be my major program that I'm going to really work on. I've always had this since I started working with Niger Watch. But after that Friday, I say, okay, it is proper. I come up with something that we can discuss that has to do with what is happening in our immediate society, what we are doing to ourselves as brothers and sisters, especially down there in Nigeria, in this city. You can imagine a situation where Almost everybody in abroad have this experience of sending money home. Their brothers and sisters are using it for themselves. Somebody gone abroad, suffer for 10 years, 5 years, 15 years. You now go home, and these people, you have been taking care of them. You have been responsible for them, either by way of assisting their children in their children's school fees, even their house rent. And you now say, because I have been very good to these people, to this my sister, or to this my brother, then you say, okay, let me get the land and build a house. You will say, my brother, please let me handle this project when I'm not home. I mean, since I'm not home, then at the end of the day, you'll be bringing money down to your people, and you will not be able to get the result of what you send or what you spend money for. And these same people that you love and claim to love you too will subject you to pains. Pains, untold hardship. Is that the kind of society that is good? Why do we value money more than any other thing? What is the reason? Why is it that we are ready to kill all in the name of money? Why is it that we are ready to subject our loved one to pains, all in the name of money? Is money the only thing in this world that matters? For me, no. Capital no. Money is good. Money is beautiful. You need money to enjoy life. You need money to be happy. Fine. But life is not just about money, 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 money. Life is more of legacy you leave behind. If you leave this earth today, what is the legacy you leave? What legacy are you going to leave? Are you going to live this life as somebody that will have people that you have caused pain, crying? This is what Mr. Imam did to me. This is how he did this one to me. People crying because I want to be rich. Is that a legacy that we should be thinking of? Because most times that is the legacy we think of. Especially everybody, political class. A situation when one person we embezzle billions of naira meant to build schools for children, and he would be so happy to have that money in his account. Then he would be happy that his children are going to school abroad. Why children, thousands of children, hundreds of children are in the community that holds that money cannot go to school? Some that manage to go, they don't have even chairs to sit in their classroom. Some schools don't even have roof over their head, simply because of the selfishness and the greediness of one man. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world? You are a billionaire. The people that lives around you, they are all poor. You are riding Jeep. You are riding SUVs. And the people around you, they are all poor. They can't feed. They can't pay school fees. They can't pay house rent. They can't even take care of themselves. But you are happy that you are a billionaire. What is this thing going to profit you? So I encourage you to contribute. Chook mouth for this matter. Chook mouth for this matter. Let's discuss it together. That is why we are. It's not about me. Yes, Mommy Clara. For the love of money is root of all kind of evil. Yes, the love of money is the root of all kind of evil because we decide to be evil. Money is good. There's nothing wrong about money. Mommy, that is the truth. But there is nothing wrong about money. It is the way we love it, the kind of love we give to it that makes it now look like evil. Money is not evil. I totally agree with you. Money is not evil in any way, in any dimension. As a man, as a woman, you need money to be happy. You need money to make life beautiful. But if the money becomes something that leads other people to pain, if the money becomes something that makes other people unhappy, then there's everything wrong in that money, as far as I'm concerned. So there's everything wrong about that kind of money. So we should start de-emphasizing this idea of being a billionaire. That is not the way to go. We should start de-emphasizing it. You need money, but let it be money that you work for. I'm not saying if you are a billionaire, it's wrong. No, I'm not saying that. That is not my point. You can be a billionaire with your sweat, no problem. If you are a billionaire with your sweat, I don't have problem with it. If you work for your billions, I don't have problem with it at all. At all. It's okay for you to be a billionaire. It's okay for one to be super rich. But let it be that you are rich because you worked for it. You are a millionaire because you worked for that million. You are a billionaire because you worked for that billions. But if it becomes something that you swindle one person to make your millions, then there's everything wrong about it. Taking a critical look at what happened in our society. For example, this issue of land issue in Benin City. You buy a land, 2 million. Tomorrow, somebody will just create another program, begin to tell you that you must come and pay another 1 million, another million to own a land that you have bought for. And those people will be happy. They will be happy doing this thing because they see some weakness in you. Something you have paid for. They will deliberately sell it for another person. All in the name of money. That is where we got it all wrong. I've had experience of friends who bought land. You buy land for 2-3 million. They will come up with all sorts of stories. The crops, this, and when you bought this land, there was no crop. They say you have to pay for crop. You will pay all these things, pay as much as 300, 400, 500,000 for all these things. 6 months, 1 year down the line, if you do not start developing, you are in trouble. They will deliberately sell it for another person. All in the name of money. These are some of the devices that are in our society that does not speak good, that does not encourage development. One of the reasons Edo, Benin City is backward to an extent today, it is because of this attitude. No conscience. We have the intellectuality, we have the wherewithal, we have the resources to make Edo State better and bigger than where we are today. But because of the wickedness of our people, all we just sit down to think is on how to manipulate people to get what we want. You put up something for sale, at the end of the day, you want to collect it back. You want to sell one plot of land for 2 people because you want to be rich. So that one is one of the problems. There are so many things wrong with our society. Okay, thank you so much. Let me come up with the worst. If you look at this, the down is my WhatsApp number is scrolling up at the bottom of the screen. At the bottom of the screen, my WhatsApp number is scrolling down there. Let me read it out if you don't mind. 08057218078. 08057218078. Thank you so much, my people. God bless you. So that is my WhatsApp number, Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin, thank you so much. That's my WhatsApp number. You can contact me on that number in my WhatsApp. So we need to start fighting this device. We need to start talking against it. We need to start preaching against it. The wickedness in our heart is too much. Money is not everything. So my people, contribute. If there's experience to share, share. All we just sit down and think about, our people sit down and think about is how to swindle the next person. There's everything wrong about those attitudes, and it's bringing us down as a people. It's not encouraging. Well, about sorry for that break in transmission. It was as a result of network. We are back now. I hope the network will cooperate with us. That is what we suffer here. So we need to start de-emphasizing these things. We need to start telling our people the truth. Money, the emphasis we place on money is too much. The emphasis we place on money, the value we place on, we are ready to kill even our mother. You see families, brothers and sisters, fighting over what they did not sweat for. over another person's sweat, another person's property. It's affecting every aspect of our life. Mr. Kevin, my WhatsApp number is behind. Please, it's scrolling behind. My WhatsApp number is scrolling behind. It is 08057218078. That is my WhatsApp number. 08057218078. Please. I cannot send my WhatsApp number. I can't send it now. I would have loved to, because I need you to engage with me in every way. There are so many things that are hindering the progress of Edo State, many people in particular. We love money too much. We value money more than any other thing, especially within us. So, my people, please come on, share with me, engage with me, ask questions. This must not continue like this. We have to find a way to deal with this situation that we are, that our greedy for money has put us. Our greedy for money, our love for money. We don't care the pain we are causing our neighbor or our brothers or the worst thing is even within our brothers and sisters. That is even the worst part of the entire thing, within our brothers and sisters. Somebody is ready to kill his or her brother or her sister because of money. How can we de-emphasize this value for money? That is the question. How can we correct these abnormalities in our society? Mr. Kevin, sorry, you can only send message for now. You can't call, please. You can only send message for now, please. You can't call. Please, you can't call. I'm sorry. Maybe subsequent show you'll be able to call, but for now you can't call, please. Please, sorry. That is where we are as a people. Yes. Very correct, mommy diaspora. Reward of the wicked is unhealthy money, gotten through evil. This will surely grow wings and fly away. That is the truth. Any money you got through evil way, any money you got through creating pains for the next person, for your brother, for your sister, will surely fly away. It will surely fly away. When you look at the life of all those wicked CDAs and Ojoweres, they live from hand to mouth. Exactly. That is the truth. That is the truth. You don't even see it then. Because this way they make this money is wickedness. They use wickedness to acquire these wealth. Even though they don't want to hear it, they must hear it. Look at their life. So, my people, we have to find a way. We have to find a way to deal with these people. Yes, my brother, I think this is Kevin. Somebody just sent a message through WhatsApp. Say, this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. We must find a way to deal with these people. If there are people you must do without them. I have an uncle who lives in UK. All through the time he built his house, he never dropped one kobo for anybody. One kobo he never dropped for anybody. He will come every year. If it is only 1,000 pounds, he can gather for that year, come back, do what that 1,000 pounds can do. He will wash the pan, wash the shovel, wash the bucket, and keep everything just inside the store. Go. Next year when he comes, he do whatever he can do. He never drop 1 naira for anybody to help. I think that's one way to do it. That does not mean if you want to help, help. You cannot help. If you want to help, help. If there are those that need your help, you can give them. This is what you have for them. But don't entrust your life so that they will not cause you pain. So that they will not cause you pain. Make sure whatever you are doing, you are directly involved in it. Because it is when you have entrust your life, your money into their hand, that is when they go after you. That is why they want to do everything to eliminate you, because they don't want you to come and ask them, where is the thing I want you to do? Where is the money I entrusted into your hand? We must learn to dwell in love. There is nothing that is as good as your money is your sweat. If you have an issue with somebody, I mean, you have a problem, you call your brother, somebody call you abroad, maybe it's your brother or your sister, and say, uncle, daddy, sister, friend, please, I need help. I am not saying you shouldn't help. Whatever you can give, give. But the idea of saying, help me build house, help me buy land, it is dangerous in our parts. And the government is not helping the matter. The government is not helping the matter at all. Everybody seems to be out to swallow the next person. Everybody seems to be out to swallow the next person, thinking of how to swindle the next person. No love. We can claim to love you only because of what we want to get. The moment we are not getting that thing that we expected to get, or even if you have been given, and the day you now say, I will not give again because problematic. They will now be looking for how to eliminate you. If we want to move forward as a nation, as a people, we must do away with all this wickedness. We must restructure our mind. We must reset our mind. To always love the next person. To always think of how to make life beautiful for the next person. It doesn't have to be money. Money is good. If I have, I help. Yes, my brother, thank you so much. It's a good advice. Yes, you say it's a good advice. This is where to go. If you have money, go to, if you don't have paper, save your money. Keep it in one bank. Thank God for digital. Thank God for internet. You cannot transfer your money from wherever you are into your Nigeria account, if that is what you want. But stay away from giving your money and trusting your money into the hands of lions and tigers. Because the more you give them this money, the more they go wild. The more they want to eat more. You have been giving them, they'll be eating you, they'll be enjoying it. The day you now say, this thing is becoming too much, I have my own life to live, you have created problem for yourself. So the best way to handle them is, if they need your help, there's any way you can help them on a personal note. But don't give them money to buy land for you. Don't give them money to build on your behalf. Even some mothers are not helping matters. So find a way to deal with these people. When you have your paper, calm down. The money you have, if it is only land you can buy the land. Make sure the documentation is proper. Have the document. If you can start building, build whatever you can do and go back after your holiday. If it is 2 years time, you can come. 3 years time, you can come back. Do as much as you can do. It is safer to do that than to entrust it to one man or one brother or one sister, say, please help me build this house. You have just endangered your life. It's the riskiest thing you can do when you are not in Benin. It's the most dangerous thing you can do. Be careful with those kind of life. Because almost everybody in that Benin is looking out for the next person to swallow. Almost everybody. Apart from the land or the issue of buying land or entrusting your life in the hands of your people, your friends, or your family members. Another level of wickedness is the way we do things generally with our life. Especially from the political class. We don't encourage, our political class does not encourage hard work. Hard work has been taken to the back side of our life. Everybody is looking for quick way of making money. Quick way of making money. No hard work. Nobody wants to work. You set up a business, employ people, all they are thinking about is how to steal you and steal you to die. That is another dimension of wickedness. That one cut across every part of Nigeria. Why do we want to bring the next person down? Yes, ma. Stop giving money to friends and family members that are lions and tigers, because they are almost every one of them are lions and tigers. Employ somebody to manage your business for you. The thinking is that how he's going to enrich himself, turn everything to himself. The law cannot enforce itself. People that are meant to enforce the law, they will be waiting for the money they are going to collect. They are not going to follow the law. They are not going to follow the constitution. They are not going to do what the law said they should do. What they want to do is highest bidder. You cannot comfortably take somebody to a police station and expect him to get justice. So why would the society be this bastardized? Why would people be afraid to do the wrong thing when they know that all they need to do is to just get hold of what they want to get hold of? Then the next thing is to go and face the police and use money to sort it out. We don't have the fear of God in that. We don't involve fear of God. Though we go to church, if you go to our church, every house, every tutu house in Benin, there's a church. Every tutu house in Benin, there's a church. And yet, we are more wicked than the devil that we bind and cast in the church. We claim to bind and cast devils, but within us, we are worse than the devil because of our attitude, the way we do things. No fear of God in anything we do. The only thing that matters to you is money. How much is in need for me? That is what matters. How much is in need for me? It doesn't matter what you have put in. It doesn't matter who is involved. Yes. They don't care how the people make their money. They don't care. No, they don't care. They just think that these people are just meant to go there and bring this money for them. And they don't even use it for any good thing. Most times they use it in their bed parlors and drink. Most times, they don't use it for anything reasonable because money gotten in evil way will surely fly away. That is the wickedness of the highest order. Employ somebody to work for you in Benin and you know. You must be ready to tackle this problem. The government is not encouraging anything. And one of the reasons that took us to this level is because of our level of education. The kind of education, that is where I blame the government. That is the fear. The reason I blame the government. So the government must do all it can to curb this nemesis. The government is part of the problem, and I will blame them. Because they reduce our education to zero, practically zero, that you no more see the value of going to school. Go to Benin and advise an average 10 years, 15 years old boy to go to school. We tell you that the people that go to school, where are they? Of course, it's the people that did not go to school that are running the states. Until about 4 or 5 years ago, it was a taboo. It was so difficult to advise an average 10 years old boy to go to school in Edo State or in Benin. Thank God for the arrival of this of Governor Obaseki that tries to change the system. So because we did not go to school, because there was no good education, people mentality came to be very, very low. People started thinking very low. Thinking was so shallow. Our thinking is so shallow. We don't have the right mindset. So the only thing we just think about, the only thing we just know about is money. That is where the problem started from. And it is the era of Babangida, when they started making the society for the smart people. People that are the so-called smart people. Yes, the so-called smart people. Not the hard-working people. Not people with integrity. We now reduce integrity to the back seat of our life. So integrity does not matter. And that is why we are suffering this thing today. Our words are not binding us. I can make promise today, tomorrow I will say I did not say it. It's my word against your word. That is how it started. That is the background of this whole problem. Especially from the political class. I can have an agreement with you today and say, yes, this is what we are going to do. Tomorrow I will just come, I'm not doing it again. This is not it. It's okay to just, it will just be like that. And we pride ourselves with integrity. Integrity, my foot. But with the integrity we preach, does not reflect in anything we do. That is why when we go to church, we pray all night. We pray all night. We do all night. We go to church every day, almost every day. That same person will come out tomorrow and still somebody's dry. Yes, everybody. Yes, almost everybody have stories to tell. Almost everybody in abroad have stories to tell that look like this. Hi, Mr. Kevin, sorry for that experience. I'm sorry for that experience. I can understand. I can understand. But the way to it is move on with your life and stay away from these people. That does not mean, I'm not saying there are no trustworthy people. There are people that are very trustworthy. That is the truth. There are still very, very good people among the Benis and Edo people. Excuse me, let me on my generator. Never have come up again. Just a minute, let me on my generator. Sorry for that interruption. It was as a result of a NEPA problem. I just ran down to put on my generator. I'm very sorry for that embarrassment. So let's move on. So we must, you must move on. Don't hate life because of that. There are good people. There are good people who can still do these things for you. If you take our time to look for them, you will get them. They are there. They are in Benin. They may not be in your family. Most times they are not a member. They are not members of your family. That is the truth of the matter. That is the truth of the matter. So take out time to look for them. If you have projects to do, take out time to look for the good ones. They will still have them. They are there. Most times they are not in your family. So if you want to look for them in your family, you may not see them. It is better to spend 2 million and get your work done, a work of 1.5 million, 1.7 million done, than to say you want to give it to your brother. At the end of the day, that 2 million, you will not see 100,000 worth from inside. That is the truth. So the better you look for good ones that you will pay for service. Yeah, they are there. They are there. You will pay for the service they are going to render for you. So instead of 2 million naira job you want to do, maybe you want to buy a land of that worth 2 million. You cannot spend like 2.2 million, 2.3 million, maybe extra 300,000 or 400,000 for the service that person is going to render for you, and you will get your work done. Everything will be put appropriately. Then you say, let my brother do it. That then you not give you that 2 million, you not get 100 naira, 100,000 worth of what you wanted. So that is a way to go about it. That is one way to go. If you settle down, watch the environment, you will see people that are good. Some of them is their job. They will handle your project for you and they will handle it well. You just pay for their service. So the problem of Edo, Nigeria at large is much more about education. This whole thing started, like I said before, when Babangida brought down our education, the entire system, not only our education. When the politicians now felt that the only way they can ride on us is to break down our education so that we don't get quality education. So when we don't get quality education, we don't think well again. We don't think well again. So the only thing that matters to us is money. That's the only thing. The only thing that matters to us is money. And if we are going about that money, if we were going about that money genuinely, by our sweat, by working for the money, it would have been fine. But because we are going about it in the wrong way, in a corrupt way, that is the way we are going about the money matter. So one way of addressing this is to improve on our educational system. That is where we need, or I will solicit for your support to support this present government that is trying to build on education, especially the basic education. Primary one, primary school, nursery school, primary school, that is where it starts. It's not at the university level. If we get it right at nursery, primary, secondary, then we will be able to go to fix the system. That is where this governor of Obaseki need your help. It's not all about building roads, building red roof. No, it's not about building bridges. It's more of building the mind of the people to think right. It's not about going to church. Going to church is good. But if you go to church with the wrong mindset, you will keep doing the same thing. If you go to church with the wrong mindset, you keep being wicked. So church is not going to remove wickedness from us. You have the wrong mindset, church will not remove it. It's more quality education, building the mindset of people. So we must support this government. That is where this government comes in. We must support this government to continue building on nursery, primary, secondary school. If we get it right at that level, things will change. Yes, mommy diaspora, I understand. Yes, I understand. Just that I am a bit limited and I can't pick course now. I know it will draw more attention. I agree with you, mommy, but I can't pick course now because of some limitations I have. That is, I would have been very happy to pick the call. It's what I want. It's what I want. It will promote my program very well for me. So I like it, I encourage it. But for today, maybe for the next few weeks, I may not be able to pick up. Maybe next one I will be able to pick. But for today, I can't pick because of the limitation I have. So I appreciate your call. I appreciate your message, Mommy in Diaspora. Kevin, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hopefully, in a subsequent edition, I will be able to pick your call. So back to the topic, we need a qualitative education. That is the way out. I'm not here to just sound alarmist. I'm not here to just cry and go. There is still hope. Like I said before, there are still good people in Benin. There are still good people among the Benin, among the Edo people. Very many of them. But if you don't look for them, you will not get them. If you don't look for them, you will not get them. You must take out time to look for them. Most cases, they are not in your family. They are not members of your family. The mistake we make most times, we concentrate on our family to look for them. And these are your family that I want to take advantage of you. Most times, your family members want to take advantage of you. They don't have conscience. Another advantage of looking out for outside your family, if anything happens, you can take them to any level you want to. If you have a contract with them, you can take them to any level. You can fight them to the finish. But if it's a member of a family, you become restrained. You become the bad. Let's leave it for God. So these are ways I want us to look at this matter. And let's support this government Obaseki idea of building on education, so that we have people with the right mindset, so that in the next 20 years, 15, 20 years from now, the children we are going to be bringing up are people with conscience, people who have the right mentality. And they will be in positions of reference, so that when you see them, you make, because one of the problems we have is that we don't have people we can reference in positions. The kind of people we have are people of no life, no thinking. People just go all out and oppress the next man. So when they come out with gigantic building, with big hotels, with big complex, so everybody want to emulate them. Everybody want to be like them. So they become the reference point. They become the people want to look up to. So when you have those kind of people in position that people will look up to, then there's a problem. So the narrative must start changing. Obaseki have started it, and I'm so happy for it. The narrative will start changing gradually, gradually, gradually. In the next 20, 15, 20, 25 years, we begin to have the right set of people in positions. We begin to have right thinking people in positions. Then gradually fear of God will begin to come into our thinking, in our society. It's not about going to church. Church is not going to solve any problem for us. Praying to God is not going to solve anything for us. Church is good. Praying to God is good. But when you pray to God and just leave it there, then it will not go anywhere. God has empowered us with what He has to live life. God has told us that we should love one another. That is the basic principle of life. Love one another. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Very simple. If you love your neighbor as you love yourself, you will not hurt your neighbor. So if I love myself, I don't want to put my hand in the fire. I will not tell my neighbor to put his or her hand in the fire. So the way to go to affect the society is to remodel the society, the people. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much. God bless you too. God will come to you at the right time. You will not fall into the hands of the lions and the tigers again. You will not fall into the hands of the lions and the tigers again. For the fact that you have listened to this program, you have followed this program today, you will not fall into their hands. If you have anything to do, go find people. There are people that can do this thing for you without, you will not have any problem. Just pay for their services. They are there. Just that they are few. So back to what I was saying, education is the most important thing in this aspect, in finding solution to this thing. Education is the most important thing. When we have the right education, even up to secondary school level, it doesn't have to be a university. Yeah, it's good to be graduate. It's good to go to university. I'm not saying no. But when we have the right basic education to secondary school level, then you can work on the other things in life. But if you miss it at that level, where it will be difficult for you to sit, to have conscience, to think right, to think what to do, then we will have a society that will be bastardized like this. So we must support the effort of this present governor or this present government in changing the narrative of how we think. We must, if we want to move forward, if we want to get to the level where we have a society that works for everybody. Not this greedy set of things that we do, greedy things we do. Everything is about me, 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 me. I don't care about you. I don't care about the next person. Life is give and take. We work together, you collect your share, I take my share. Not after working together, I want to take everything, then you go home empty. I'll say, go and tell your God, go and tell anybody you want to talk to. I have the backing of the police. You cannot take me anywhere. Exactly. Exactly. When you have your family, when you call your family member to build, they will build their own. And you are the one that sweat for it. The worst of it all, they will not be looking for a way to kill you. So as you are watching this program, keep sharing this. Keep sharing it. Advise your friends, family to subscribe to Naija World's channel, to follow us, give us thumbs up, like our video, thumb up, give it to us. That is what we need. That is the vitamin we need. And engage with us just the way you are doing now. I'm happy seeing all these comments. I'm happy. It's giving me strength. It's giving me energy. It makes me feel that yes, there are people there that I'm talking to. I'm not just sitting here alone. So your being there is very, very important to me. I thank you all for your time. Moving on. The government have a lot to do in this matter. We must discourage hooliganism. We must discourage hooliganism in every way. And the best way to handle that hooliganism is by giving quality education. Peter, God bless you too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you too. We must discourage hooliganism in any way. And education is the only way, and the first way and only way. Maybe later church can come into it. You don't need to go to church to know that what you are doing is bad. You don't need to go to church to know that God says love your neighbor as you love yourself. It's a simple life philosophy. If you put your hand in the fire, it will hurt you. So you know that when your neighbor puts his hand in the fire, it will hurt him too. If somebody slap you and it pains you, you know that when you slap somebody, it will pain that person. So you don't need too much of a church to know that you don't need to hurt the next person. What you need to know is to have a mind that build your conscience, to have a life, to live a life that make you understand that life is not all about you, because somehow the way we live our life in that part of the world is we live a life of, I think we grew up with the mentality that life is all about you. Life is all about all you can carry. So we go all out there looking for a way to carry anything. Go all out there looking for a way to carry anything that we can carry. That is what we do. We cannot continue that way. We cannot continue that way. So I will encourage the government, I will appeal to the government to please deliver on the promises of education that he promised us. I'm not too keen about building roads, building red roof schools without the right teachers. I'm not too keen about that. They are good, as good as they are, but much more is qualitative education. Qualitative education. That is the only thing that will set us apart. If we have qualitative education, security in the society will be reduced to the barest minimum. Like I've always said it is easy for you to convince an uneducated person that all he needs to go and carry go and rob than to convince a sound secondary school person, not to talk of a university graduate, and tell him that you all you need to do is to go and rob to make a living. It's going to be very difficult. Not that it is not possible, but it is very few of them. Perhaps this set of people that are even going to fall into that game are the people that went through school but through never went through them. Because there are a lot of people like that that went through school but school never went through them. So if we have quality education, you will reduce the level of crime. You will reduce the level of hooliganism. You will reduce the level of wickedness. Yes, mommy in diaspora, when you ask them of what happened to the money, to your money, they will ask if you have saved back at home that will be building house for you. So these are some of the questions they ask. They don't care. They will ask you all sorts of nasty questions for your own money, from your sweat. From your sweat. You have a slave in your house. When they will enjoy your money, they will be praising you. They will not see themselves as slaves as at that time they are enjoying your money. When you did not ask questions, they will not see themselves as slave. By the time you start asking questions, they will not see that you are seeing them as slave. What a people. I believe we will overcome it, but the government must cooperate with us. The government must cooperate with us to deliver us from the mouth of the lions and the tigers. We have so many of them out there in Benin. So many of them. And I will encourage the church to please start preaching the right thing. Your preaching shouldn't just be about money, money, prosperity, prosperity. No. That is another deception in all these things. It's not just about money you are going to make, money you are going to make, prosperity. No. Preach conscience, something that is as good as conscience. Preach love. That is where the church will have to come into. Church must play their part. As the school is building their mind, the church is helping to build their mind. Not all about tithe and offering. Not all about tithe and offering. Because that's another side of this whole thing. You go to church, the only thing you hear is the people you are going to see in the front seat, the people you are going to see that are friends to the pastor are the ones that have brothers, sisters abroad that are bringing money. Or their husbands abroad that are bringing money. The church must preach the right thing. It's not about tithe, not about who donate the highest money. You'll be ashamed when you go to some churches in Benin. See the kind of preaching that comes out from the altar. I promise I am going to say it the way it is. And that is what I'm going to do in this program. The church must be called to order. The churches must be called to order. Preach love. Preach peace, not money. De-emphasize money. De-emphasize prosperity. Money is not going to take you to heaven. The amount of offering or tithe you pay is not what will take you to heaven. It is the amount of love that you share among your brethren that will take you to heaven. That is what God is going to record for you. Not because you pay the highest tithe, or you put the highest offering, or you buy car for pastors. Or you donate bigger when it was time for Thanksgiving. Churches must play their part. And we all must play our part. If there's anybody in your family that you see that is making you, don't hesitate to stay away from him. If they are good ones, good. You cannot be with these good ones, play with them, help them when there's need to help. But if there is anyone that is scheming to kill you, to eat you, stay away. Otherwise, you will be the one to suffer for it. You will be the one to suffer for it. They will put you in pain that you will not, except by the grace of God, you will not be able to come out of it. Be careful who you call your friends. can be your brother, they can be your sister, you can be of the same blood. It cannot be the best of friends. It's not compulsory that your best friend must be among your brothers or your sister. Or what's Ote Abun or Siazewo? Ote Abun Uzosewo. Meaning, for the purpose of those that does not understand meaning, when you have plenty brothers, family, you must choose the ones that are your friends. It's not all members of your family must be your friend. Because you are my brother or my sister does not make you my friend. So it does not make me entrust my life into your hand. It does not make you entitled to what I have. I will only entrust my life into you. I will make you entitled to what I have if only you are proven to be good and lovely to me. If only you are proven to care about my well-being. If you don't care about my well-being, then I don't have anything to do with you. I don't have anything to do with you if you don't care about my well-being. So these are some of the ways we must approach these people. You must be dogged about it. You must be deliberate about it. You must call a spade a spade. If it is not good, it is not good. There is no point in it. And if it is good, it's good. And be sure that if you follow some of this advice from me and some of the people in the house that have shared, that have been able to share, you will be happy for it. One, be deliberate about what you are doing. If they are your family, if they don't care about you, don't care about them. If your sister or your junior brother, sister, whatever, if he doesn't care about you, don't care about them. That does not mean you will not help when there's need. But entrusting your life into their hand is the cocoa. Two, you must stay away from them if you feel that they don't care. Stay away. If you have any projects to do, one way of doing it is find time when you have paper. You can always say, okay, every year I will be going, or every 2 years I will be going. If you have 100,000, do what 100,000 can do and come back to your base. That's one way of having peace. So nobody is going to have access to, or nobody is going to want to kill you because you have entrusted something to become. This killing comes when they know that you have already entrusted your life into them. So they want to eliminate you by all means. So you must not entrust your life into their hands. So find time every year, every 2 years, you go, you do what you can do with your money, then come back and you are at peace with yourself. Or on the other hand, source for people. Maybe they might be in your family if you are lucky. It does not mean that everybody in your family will be that wicked. If you look where, if you check where, you may see one or two persons. It must not be that because it's your senior sister, it will be the one to do, or it's your senior brother, or your most junior one, or because you are twin. No. You must do background check of who you want to entrust your money into. So if you are able to find one within your family circle, fine. You can work with him. So, but make sure when you want to do that kind of thing, there should be a contract that this is what I want you to do. This is what the way I'm going to be paying you. it should be that he's going to, if you are going to say you give him 2 million and he will just use that 2 million to do your project, it might be difficult. He will not do. That is not possible. Be sure that if you give him 2 million to do a project for you, the best you can see or you can find that is within your family sector that is going to be, he will do, if he is able to deliver on 1.7, 1.8, you are lucky. That is the truth of the matter. So in every 2 million project, be sure that the highest you are going to get is between 1.7, 1.8, even 1.6, or even some 1.5, 1.5 in every 2 million project, assuming. You are looking for the one that is going to, you spend 2 million and the 2 million will just, it will just use the 2 million for you. Guy, it's not possible. So you can come up with a formula that, okay, I will bring to this 2 million naira for you to do this project. I will give you 100,000 for your service. You can come up with that if it is within your family. I'm talking now. On the other hand, you can source for people who are doing these things that are not in your family. They are there. That is their job. You sign a contract with them. This is how I'm going to be paying you for everything you do. So in that case, if you are doing a 2 million naira project, maybe you will not have to pay that person depending on how the person is now. You now say, okay, in this job I'm going to do for my daily service, I'm going to monitor it. This is 10,000, 20,000, or you just put it on a contract base. For you to finish this project, this is how much I'm going to give you. So it will be properly spelled out. So if there's a breach of contract anyway, you can take the person to court. So this is one way of handling them, handling the lions and the tigers. That's one way of handling the lions and the tiger. Me and you, TV, thank you. Now, so them be, they're very heartless. Heartless people to the core. No conscience. No conscience. So that is on the part of how you can deal with this situation that we find ourselves, that we cannot easily trust people around us. On the part of the government will please encourage qualitative education. Qualitative education is very, very key. If you have a qualitative education, this problem will reduce drastically. And how is the government going to use this qualitative education? I'm recapping now because our time is fast spent. In the next 10, 15 minutes, we are going to be closing this program. So government, we have to start building people's mindset from nursery school, not secondary school, not university, from nursery school. So when you have the right teachers, the right environment to train the children, so at the level of a secondary school, they are modeled to be builders of society, not destroyers, not hooligans. Then this problem will reduce when you have people, when they get to university and they finish their university, when you have somebody who think he has future, who is working or who gets a job and is doing well on his level. So if you entrust something into that person's heart, the possibility that he's going to swindle you is going to be a bit difficult. The possibility that he's going to swindle you is going to be a bit difficult. In every 10, you might get 6 or 7 that will have the fear of God. Maybe 2 or 3 that will be heartless. Like you said, me and you TV. But if the education is not qualitative, it's going to be like 8 that are heartless. Maybe 2 will have the fear of God. So the government must encourage education, invest in education. So that we will have a better society in the next 15, 20 years. That is on the part of the government. On the part of the society, we must put our hands together as a people, especially you, the diaspora brothers and sisters, to support the government to be able to deliver on this qualitative education. Very key. So that is why we must support this present government that is trying to change the narrative of people not going to school, finding it difficult to tell a child to go to school. Because the people they are going to reference when you are advising them to go to school are the hooligans, the touts, simply because they have a shopping mall and big hotels. So they are the people they reference. They tell you that is telling me to go to school. Are you not a graduate? See who you are. I see this person that is having this hotel, that is having this shopping mall. He's a billionaire. He didn't go to school. We hear that he did not even go to primary school. They are the people that they look up to. So we must discourage this in our society by helping the government so that we encourage our people, our children to go to school. And not just going to school, they will get quality education. So that is another way to it. The churches, on their own part, churches will have to play the part of preaching the right sermon in the church. They must preach. Their preachings must not be about tithe and offering. It's not all about tithe and offering. It's much more than tithe and offering. It's much more than buying cars for pastors. It's much more than paying the right highest donor in a bazaar or harvest or Thanksgiving. It's much more than that. Preach sermon that talks about love of God, love for man, love for humanity, fear of God, conscience. de-emphasize the money, de-emphasize being a billionaire. So these are, everybody must play their part. The government, the society, the church. We must play all our parts. We must be ready to speak the truth at all times. We must be ready to say it the way it is. Call a spade a spade. When it's black, it is black. When it is yellow, it is when your child is going wrong. That's another part to it. When your child at home is doing the wrong thing, correct him. When a child is growing up, is always looking away to cut corners, looking at ways to swindle the next person. Correct him. Let them know that what they are doing is wrong. Let them know that it is not of God. It is not of humanity. It is wrong. By the time we play all our part like this, you find out that gradually, we begin to model a very good society. We begin to model a people that will be able to, that will be willing to do the right thing, that will stand up for the truth. So by so doing, crime will reduce, criminality will reduce, oppression will reduce, and we will have a sane society. So I hope that by the grace of God, you have listened to this program. You have listened to this. You have contributed from the contribution from everybody. You will be able to correct all these mistakes. I know a lot of us have stories that relate to this topic, personal stories. That is not the end of the world. Move on. Forget the past and adopt these ideas that we have given out here today. You will be happy for it. So I beg you, please encourage your people to subscribe to Naija Wars channel, share our videos, press the auto button so that by the time we come up anytime, you will get notification that we are on. Like our videos, engage us, communicate with us, correct us. These are the energy we need. As we begin to round up for today, hope to come back to you on this particular program, Frank Talk, on Wednesday this week. That's going to be another day. On Wednesday this week, same time on Wednesday this week. But we're going to be coming up with another topic by the grace of God. Don't know the topic yet. We are going to be coming up with another topic to handle. I hope to see you again on Frank Talk with Emmanuel Oni, Wednesday by 7 p.m. Thank you so much. And God bless you. And hope to see you Wednesday in good health. God bless you.